So, as with any area of your business, developing a clear probate strategy is going to ensure that you're successful. Wanted to take a minute and just kind of show you what we teach people broad stroke about developing their probate strategy. We can go way deeper on this if you decide you want to become a coaching client, but this is at a minimum kind of what we recommend people do. So we want you to start by downloading the campaign outline and the letters that we use and familiarize yourself with those. Now, don't be overwhelmed with the campaign outline. It's just it's a starting point. It's kind of a roadmap for you. So, and looking through that campaign outline and the scripts, it's going to help you determine who your own ideal client is and your business. It's going to help you define what value you bring to the community and and how you do that, and it's going to serve as a roadmap for designing the rest of your own strategy. So, if you want to take out email marketing, do that. If you want to add door knocking, do that. So, um, I tell folks if I could give any one gift, it would be confidence, and where that starts in this strategy is starting with why and having a very strong why in place. And I recommend that you write that down and know it by heart because you will use it on a daily basis. The example here is kind of a condensed version of my why. So, I decided to become a probate specialist in Roanoke after seeing 77% of inherited homes expire because they were overpriced and undermarketed. And I believe there was a better way to do it. So, now there is a better way. I've built a team of professionals here locally that understand the probate process, and we can help families with their real estate needs every day and in ways that no other agent can. And that is something and you'll see later once we get into the USP how that comes into play. So the next step, once you're really clear on your why, is to assemble your team. And this is, by probate team, I don't mean the people internally in your office. I mean the kind of the strategic partners that you'll have to help you offer the amount of services that you'll be offering. That starts with a savvy attorney or title company who can handle, messy title problems and keep emotions at bay and just deal with the facts and keep the buyer's agent cool, keep the buyer cool, keep the seller cool, and just work with you one on one to really work through those title problems. It's not often that you hit those, but when you do, they can kill a deal quicker than anything. So you want to make sure you've got the right guy that's going to be there and willing to put in the hours to clear those things up, write scary letters if he needs to. You need cash investors, and this is something every real estate agent needs anyways. If you don't have a book of cash buyers, you should have. Just real quickly, some of the ideas that we have, you can go talk to people at title companies and say, who's buying 10 homes a year? Another great idea is go to trustee sales, foreclosure auctions at the courthouse steps. Go to absolute auctions that auction companies and commercial real estate companies put on. There's always going to be cash buyers there. You need to find a really solid estate sale company. So whether they do a tag sale or an auction, somebody that can come in, assess the property, put together a plan for selling what's valuable, donating what's not, and trashing what's trash. Make sure that's one of the key players on your team. Clean out crews, you're going to come across houses that just are full of junk, and a estate sale company won't want to touch it because there's nothing in there they want. And the goal is just to get the house cleaned out as quickly as possible. Find a guy or a group of guys who will do it for a set amount. Here I pay $400. I can clean out almost anything for $400. And licensed contractors. So this is my recommendation is a Class A contractor. So you can have one guy for anything as small as like a GFCI receptacle all the way up to completely flipping a house. And that's something that most realtors aren't going to be able to offer. We can offer to actually consult the rehab and bring our contractors in to do the work, build out the scope of work, really do everything to maximize the return on the home, or to make sure we can get the highest sell price. And then you're going to have your other vendors, your stagers, photographers, people you use in your business already, that will also kind of help you with that. And once you've got that in place, those two things, you have what I call your probate USP, or your unique selling proposition. And I think that, this is by tying your why together. So I've got here your why plus your offer is your probate USP. And with a solid probate USP in place, that gives you confidence, and that just equals success. And this has been true. The people we've coached across the country, the ones who just kind of haphazardly jumped into this, usually failed at it because they had marble mouth, and they had marble mouth because they weren't confident, and they weren't confident because they didn't have the knowledge, the team, or the why in place. So work on getting these things in place. Get a polished, unique selling proposition. So how do you differentiate yourself in 30 seconds or less? What's your elevator pitch? What is it that you do? How do you do it? And how does that help the person you're speaking with? And really, I mean, I encourage you to go back through your business and other strategies, for sell by owner, expired, any listing strategy that you have, and really get this in place. What makes you different, and why should they be doing business with you? So the action items to kind of get ready to integrate this into your business: get a written why. Write it down, practice it, make sure everybody on your team, everybody in your office understands why you do this. Why do we prospect probates, and why do we want to help this part of the community? Get your team in place, get them into a roster or a vendor sheet. I have just a Microsoft Excel sheet with name, email, phone number, and notes. And it's that simple. But I know who my team is, and everybody on my internal team can access that document and call them anytime they need to. And then lastly, develop a rock solid probate USP. So get ready. This will get you ready for the phones. It'll get you ready for face-to-face appointments. It'll get you ready for any realtors that say, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" You'll have the confidence to know that you're doing the right things for the right reasons to help the right people. So do these three things, and next we'll talk about systems and getting this campaign actually executed.